Coming to the system level, right? So you can see my screen, right? This is a screen of SE37. Okay, SE37 means the BAPI. Okay, so just I will start from here. You can see, right, BAPI. Okay, so this is SE37. So what is the purpose of the BAPI? I told you, whenever we are going to interact with the development team, right? Whenever we are going to interact with the development team for the data migration process for the lease, we have to consider this three important BAPI. So basically, what this important, what this BAPI will do. Okay, this BAPI will give you the collective data or ideas, okay, for a technical developer to develop the logic in the tools, the required tools. Okay, first important thing is, first you can see BAPI RE underscore CN underscore create. This is create real estate contract. If you are going to use this, it will create a contract, right? And second BAPI, you can see BAPI RE underscore CN change. This is a change real estate contract. Assume that from this BAPI, you uploaded a 50 contracts. Okay, you uploaded 50 contracts, but after uploading, you just during the testing verifications, you identified that some of that contract description need to be changed. Okay, for example, inside of XYZ, you have given ABC descriptions. Okay, so in that case, you can go to this BAPI and you can change the descriptions of a BAPI. Okay, and third BAPI is BAPI underscore RE underscore CN underscore get details. Okay, so these are the BAPI which is used to get all the details. Okay, which is used to get all the details. So these are the three important BAPI: create, change, get details, which we use during the data migration process. Now let us now just execute it. Okay. Now inside that you can see what are the important parameters you need to give it, right? First is company code. Okay. What is the company codes you want to give it? Just I'm giving like 0001. Huh? Just I'm giving 0001. Second thing is, what is a contract type you want to give it? You know what is a contract type? Just I'm giving like again 0001. Okay. And what is the contract number here? So contract number external and contract number. What is a contract number means? If you have like old contract, okay. For example, you have like this is a 10,000 contract number or 1 lakh contract number, 100,000 contract number. I'm giving it. Okay, so what is this contract number means? This contract number means, assume that you created initially a contract with the number this one, but you want to bring that number also with S4 HANA. Okay, so you will give this number. Second is that this all contract term renewals, okay, this term notice and this test run and all this will additionally it will come with a BAPIs. Okay, after that what you have to do, but here the data is not that, just I'm giving like 1001, 0001 and 1000. Then you have to continue or you have to save data record. Once you will save the data record, what will happen? It will just update in your table. Okay, in table. So any company codes which you are using during the training session, can you provide me?
1010.
1010. This one, right?
Yes.
1010. Okay, let's execute it. Okay, so we have like 19 contracts. Okay. Okay. This So this is the important table, right? Real estate contract table. So the key which you are seeing, right? IS 00100252. So from technical side, they will consider this RE key. Okay, so whenever you are going for any development or anything, they will. I'm just know in this screen sharing in this like system level, I will talk about two things. Okay, I will talk about related to the data migration as well as I will talk about the custom development. Okay, so if I'm talking about the BAPI, you understood it that I am talking about the data migration. Is I am talking about something table, I'm talking about custom development topics. But you, as you know, as a functional consultant, both are interlinked to each other. Okay, so without the no table, we can't, or without the data in, or without the table inputs, we can't see the data anywhere, right? So first, it is a base database. Okay, fine. So these are the RE key, which is very important for any developer. They will consider this one. And second, this contract and all, you know, right? This RE key and all, so the combinations of, you know, like company codes and a contract number range, whichever you created, right? Then this all table, no, whoever is enter by, enter on, and changed by, when is changed, who's the person responsible. Okay, these are the user ID. It will be there. Then which is what is the contract type. So for any base, right? For any development purpose or for any data migration purpose, you can take this table as a baseline table to see all the details. Okay, you will see, no, like contract type, or no, contract start date, end date, contract name. Then you can go for a tendency law. Then what is the main contract? Then currencies, all the things you can go and see it. Okay, apart from that, cash flow from when and when it will end it, all this important parameters will be there inside the table. Apart from that, if you required any additional no, like option, you can go with the layout option. So I hope you are aware about that. Okay, now going back to here, let me try to execute it if any data is there. Okay. Okay, not able to find any data, but let's see. So basically, if you are giving a company code, okay, and if you are giving a contract type, okay, and when we are executing it, the value should come below, okay, the entries level. So wherever the value is there, it will show you some entries. For example, for the contract type or company code, if a values as output level, it will show you. But here we are not able to see any values. Just here showing some 12 entries. Just we'll see return. So what it is showing, we'll see. Okay, required field contract start date has no entries. Message for contract, there are gaps and assignments. Okay, required field contract start date has no entries. Message. Okay. Just I'm trying to find any external entries that you show. Basically, when we will give input parameters, I have given input parameters for a BAPI, right? So what is the company code and what is the contract type and contract number? Then basically it will give you the output entries. Okay, that output entries will give you the details. What are the contract it is there? Yeah, I can see one data is there, right? So let us give here contract start date. Let's see what other details is showing below. Oh, there is no error, is not showing. Initially it was error, right? So we have given, but data is not coming. Here you can see 00101. It is showing some data. Okay, now here coming 1011001 contract numbers. So any doubt how to execute this BAPI?
So this BAPI is for creator.
Sorry?
This BAPI
Huh.
we used to use for creator to create a contract.
Yes, yes. This is used to create a contract. Okay. And one
So,
more book.
through this we can create a multiple contract.
Yes, we can create a multiple contract. Okay. Because
Okay.
here we have one test data directory, right? In this test data directory, we can go and create multiple line items. If you have like 20 contract, you can create a 20 multiple line item and you can go ahead and you can create it. But this is only for creations of the contract. Okay,
Creation of the contract. Correct. Yes.
correct.
Okay, got it. Mm.
And other one is we saw, right? Other one is change, right?
Change.
So if anything, you are going to this one. Just again, I'm just executing it. Here you can see, right, company code, contract number, if it
Mm.
is there something you can know, like you can go and execute it, and you can change the description. Once you will change the description, the values, the values will be appear here.
Okay.
So this what's most important is like create BAPI. Okay.
Create BAPI.
Yes.
So
So I thought, yeah,
in change, we can do the same like multiple changes we can do.
exactly. But good question. Changes in this, like good question in the sense, I don't know, like you asked for multiple description level or amount level, right? So in this
Ah,
BAPI, we can change the description, contract descriptions, okay?
description.
But
Okay.
yeah, a
Okay.
couple of things we can't change it in the change BAPI, like amount,
Mhm.
you can't change it, right?
Okay.
Because here you
Okay.
can see, right, what are the option you have it. Like term, you
Yes.
can change it, notice, you can change it, that's all. Apart from that, you
Okay.
can't change it because that you have to go and reverse the contract. Then
Contract.
you have
Yes.
to, yes, yes,
Create the new one.
new one, correct.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So these are the three important BAPI modifications. I'll show you that BAPI also. You can see, right? I given the input here. It is showing, right, that contract keys and details it will give you, term notices, and backend what they will do from technical team backend, they will read the BAPI's tables where it is getting generated and what is that lease in contract at all. They will just take it from here and they will just update in the required field. Okay. This is an object, it has been showing here in the output entries. Okay. So this BAPI, if you can see, if you notice, okay, in the left-hand side, the result is one, right? What is the meaning of result? If with respect to this contract, if any data is available with respect to the conditions, it will show you as the entry one. Okay, same way object, entry one. Same way if any data is available for partner, it will show you, right? Same way if any data is available anywhere in this required field or required data, right? It will show you. See calculations from what contract object we have used and distribution object, it will show you. Okay. What is the unit price of that? Valued from. what is the currencies, what unit price you have used for this contract. Okay, so it will show you. See, same data, we can take it from the table level also, right? It is not that we can't take it table level, but if you are taking the data from the table level, then what is that? That is used for the custom development. Okay. If you are taking the data from the BAPI, it is used for the custom development. Okay. As well as this functions modules can be used for the data migration process also. Okay. Fine. So this is all about BAPI functionalities. Okay. And like before moving to like standard report, okay, as the next topic in the system, I will show you what are the standard reports are there. Any doubt on this BAPI, the data migration part? So why we used this create, why we used like change, and why we use this get details. And if no doubt, then I
Uh,
will, yeah.
I, so like this BAPI is mainly used for contract or some other, like suppose building, like business entity or business entity to maybe create in backend.
Yeah.
But it mainly we are using the BAPIs for contract or for other.
So like yes. So this BAPI is mostly used for a contract level. Okay.
Okay,
So this
contract.
is only for contract level. This BAPI is not
Hmm.
used for the master data level, like a business
Must.
entity,
Hmm.
building, land, and rental
Hmm.
objects. We are not using
Okay.
BAPI for this. This is purely on the contract lease. Okay. And that we will
Okay.
have a separate template to upload the data, the master data template. That is very straightforward. Okay. Because there
Hmm.
will be no much complication, because there the values
Hmm.
will not be involved with, because it is only the
Hmm.
master data. Okay. So
Okay.
like,
Okay.
yeah, anyway, I will show you that also.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay, see here you can see, right? We have a master
Yes.
data and
Yes.
contract.
Yes.
Yes. So you are talking about this one, business
Business
entities,
and the
land.
land building rental object. Yes.
Correct, correct. Yeah.
So for this, I think uh, API is available, or for master data, like in ECC, we have LSMW like this. We can do.
We have to go to like a different tool. BAPI is not available for that.
Okay.
Okay, so good to go with the report.
Hmm.
We'll start with the standard report. Okay, so okay, so this is now like, okay, so if I'm talking about like the standard report, you can see master data, we have business entities, we have land, we have a building rental object, right? So below we have like some important report. What is the important report? Is that business entity report? Okay, business entity. This is the important report. Land, we have important report. Building a rental object. Okay, again, no, like business entities. What are the details? It will help you. No, just let us. I will take only 1010. Okay, let us execute it. I'm not going to restrict. Let's see how much entities it is there. Okay, so we have, these are the business entities. Okay, so we can see this postal code, city, street, and house number and all. So I hope you understood what is the business entities. I am not going to explain you on the business entities. Now let us take any one business entities. Okay, so these are the report. If some client they want, okay, you tell me what are the business entities or how many business entities are there, or they want to know the details, right? So you can show this report and you can see, okay, these are the business entities are there, and inside that these are the important details are there. Sometimes what they will ask, okay, what no like kind of measurement no we have used for this business entities, and what other objects we have been used for this business entity. So that time it will be very useful. Okay, And same way for land, same way for buildings, and just we'll go for rental object. Okay. So land, if I'm not executing it, no land building, just we'll go for rental object. Rental object is another important report. Business entities, buildings, right? And you saw that, right? What is hierarchy? See, when I executed the business entity report, I have only one option, company code, right? Now, when I am trying to execute the rental object, then it is showing like business entity, buildings and land. Okay. So what is mean of that? Can anyone just from the participant, can you tell me, like why, in rental object, in system, it is showing like hierarchy of business entities, building and land.
So I think under business entity, we can create the land, building, and rental object. Okay. As per the hierarchy, like if you create some building, so the business entity is must. Okay. So for suppose if suppose I'm talking about for my, so I have created one business entity. It is I think 10. Okay. So under 10, my building, land, rental object I have created separated. So as per that, we can if I want the building related data, then here I have to mention the building, and then the report will give the buildings data. Suppose,
Now, okay. So some extents, you're fine, but you have to explain in such a way that, okay, so whenever you are going to create a rental object, so whenever you are
Mhm.
going to create a land, whenever you are going to create a building, all are 1:1 ratio. Okay. For
Okay.
creations of a rental object, you need a business entities, building and land. Same way for creations of the land, you need a buildings and business entity. For creations of the building, you need a business entity. So without business entity, you can't create a building. Without building, you can't create
Okay.
a
Okay.
land.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
that is the hierarchy. Okay, so
Yes.
I can see there is no data. So let me just execute it. I'm not putting any company codes. Let's see. If it is asking any of how much data it is, that we'll see. Okay. This is a rental unit, right? So you can see, right? We have a company codes, we have a business entities, we have a land, buildings, rental object. Okay. And we have a rental space. Then again, it will take you to the rental level. If again you want to drill down, okay, you are telling, okay, this is the like my rental things. So again it will take you same way for building, same way for land. So okay, then you will get the output of what is a rental unit. It is create object from object to what is the purpose of this. You can see, right? This rental is for cold storage, this is for food court, this is for office, this is for cafeteria. So you have created like with various things, you have created the rental objects. Okay. So most important thing is that this we have to follow this hierarchy, and in this hierarchy we can get a drill down report. Okay, and this rental object report. Apart from this, these are like architectural objects, reminder dates. Okay, again, so what is a reminder dates? Reminder date means like what is a reminder date?
Is it related to payment reminder?
Payment selections of payment reminder. Yes, apart from that, this can be used for one more purpose.
To
Renewal.
remind end of contract.
Exactly. Yeah. So, reminder for a end of a contract. Okay, this is the resubmission date. We have to execute it.
So
Yeah.
I have observed that to create a cost object, it is necessary to create a building. Just like it is necessary to create a building for land. For adding a cost object in the contract, it is necessary to add a building first.
Yes. Because for which buildings or which land or which entities you are going to charge a rent. Okay. For
Okay.
that purpose, you have to create a building. You are telling cold storage. Cold storage means where the cold storage going to be there. In the building first floor, it is going to be in second floor. If it is a cafeteria, you are mentioning cafeteria description, but cafeteria where it will be there? In the ground floor, in the first floor, in the second floor. For that reason, whenever you are creating the rental object, you have to create a building. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now coming back to the reminder dates, right? Yes, the reminder date is used for the two purposes. Okay, one is for like payment reminders, but payment reminder will take care by Dunnings. Okay, you know what is a Dunning, right? So that will be taken care by it. Anyway, Dunnings or any other reminders we can give it. And resubmission date is mostly, if a contract is going to end it, right? So that time, no, like we have to give like days, you can see right here. So what is the days? So like 20041 days before this days, for example, you assume that your contract is going to be 10 years. Okay, which day the reminder should be pop up to the customer or to the pop up to the client, we have to create it here. And then what is the company code for that, and what is the object ID, what is the rule, what in the rule, what you will specify in the rule, you will specify that. Okay, so how many months it need to be executed. It's going to be a quarterly, it is going to be a yearly, or once in a year, twice in a year, thrice in a year. So all the things you have to mention in the reminders rule. I hope you saw in that like configuration sessions. Okay, so this is talked about that reminder dates. Okay, again this is all about like master data report, but like you can now explore now like various whatever the report I have shown you, that is a master data report. Now I'm just jumping to the contract report. Okay, so most important report here is that REISCN. Okay, this is an overview of the report. Okay, why this report is very important, right? Sometimes the client may come quickly. They will ask you, hey, we need the list of contract. Okay, so with all the like contract name and all. Okay, so sometime what will happen, uh, they don't have the access for this. Okay, some of the like super user will have the access for this report, so sometime they may be away for it. Okay, so that time they will ask a report which they need a contract detail. So you can download this report and you can provide this report. Again, this report is contain all the contract whatever you are creating in the RECN. This is a replicator of RECN. Okay, this report REISCN. Okay, so you will get all the details. So no, when it is created, where it is created, all the things it is been getting from this report. Again, this is used for a term. Okay, then again, you know what is the purpose of the term. Okay, now I asked you, right? What is a reminder dates? Okay, now tell me what is a term actually? What for what purpose you will use this report, term report, or what is the like functionalities of the term? Term means that any renewal has done for this contract. Okay, reminder means before the topic which we discussed earlier, right? That is which is related to give a reminder. Okay, that our contract is going to end. Term means it will give you what are the contract, okay, which is going to end or which is going to like need a renewals. Okay, that is the purpose of the term, which you will give a full pledge of the contract term. Like for example, there is a 5 years of a contract, 2 years is over, then what are the dates it is a reminder. So that kind of things it will show you. Okay, so that is a call the term contract. Again, inside this you can go and you can check here terms. Okay, So any notices has been there, any notice has been issued, or any renewal is be there, that all the things you can check from this report. Just a minute, I'm checking something. Here you can see start of the contract and this is the end of the contract. So for any contract, there is no any renewal notice has been issued, right? It is all blank, huh? No date has been updated here. Same way for notices, notice rules. Let us see for renewal. Okay, renewal status. Okay. I'll show you quickly the important reports. Because you are experienced, so I don't want to know like take your time to how to execute it. Just I will tell you know what are the important report. So important report is REISCSCN report. After that, you can run this report renewal. Okay, REISCN RN renewal report. Then you can run for the security deposit agreement report. Then again, no like business partner for a contract. This business partner report is something important. Okay, let me just execute it. Okay, so here you can see no like a contract. Okay, always no there will be no like front and backward between no like procurement team and lease team and no like order to cash team. Always from the procurement team they will come to lease team that hey we need no report no with respect to the business partner what are the contact is there, right, and with respect to the role. So this is very important report. You can take the report to them and you can show them okay what are the contract, what is the commercial leasing contract start end date and currency, you can see it, right. And same with partner, you can see the vendors, domestic partner or commercial, I mean to say commercial vendors or residential vendors. So whoever know it has been assigned, it will show you. Plus, it will show you the name of a role. Okay, this role also very important. Okay, so with that, it will show you. So this is also one of the important report with respect to the business partner and contract, right? Then again, contract of measurement. Then again, object for a contract. Let me execute it. What is the object for a contract? Okay. So this is again the object for a contract. You know, right? What is object, right? Contract object is like it may be no rental object, it may be no like buildings, it may be land. So whatever object you are using, you can give them this report also. Okay. Okay, I'm not going much on that. In contract level, these are the important report. Then accounting, I'm just jumping to the accounting. Okay. Then these are not a report, this is a process. Okay, and what else? Reporting. Okay, then if someone is asking, right, so anything is it is like which is related to that like FI part. Okay, then you can go for this RE document for a contract. Hmm. Something they want to like contract plus the amount values which got impacted in the accounting level. So when it will get like accounting level, whenever you are doing a periodic posting, the accounting entry will get generated and based on that it will get post, right. So these are the accounting documents. Okay, see, these are the accounting document reference key which it will take to you that what is the accounting document, what is the controlling document. See, whatever you posted, okay, whatever you posted in the lease level with respect to the no like payables, with respect to the vendors, all this will be appearing here. So these are also one of the important report where you will get all that accounting document level, controlling level. So again, you should note it down. You can do favorite to the client. Okay, these all the important REIS, REDCOCCN. Okay, so as in initial class I told you, right, I am very bad to remember this, T codes, because these T codes are very big. So I used to know either go with the menu path, or I used to go with like uh, I used to add it to the favorites. Okay, so this is also an important things. And again, customer line item level, you can go to this, and you can, in the layout, you can bring the contract. Same way for FE L1N, and same way for no accruals, deferral, whatever the cash flow. Again, the REIS, this is the second thing which is important, right? I'm just showing the important reports. So whatever it is important. Again, here you can see, this, what is the cash flow is about. So here it will show you the contract, it will show you the object numbers, person responsibles, cash flow from when to where. Okay, these details you can get it from here also. What is the cash flow? Let me go to RECN. Let me go to RECN, RECN, and let me execute this report. Okay, when we'll come back to no, IFRS, we'll check this one. Meantime, I don't want to deviate this with the report topic. Okay. So this is also one of the important report. Okay, before jumping to that next report, just to give you any questions till now in the report level, what we saw, like in the master data level, in the contract level, what are the important report? Then accounting level, this is very important report in reporting what I saw, the integration between FI as well as the lease. Okay, now I'm moving to the balance sheet of the report. Okay, so the below report, right? A balance sheet valuation report. Mostly this report will talk you about the ROE assets and lease liabilities. Whatever it is going to impact on ROE assets, lease liability, clearing, that report it will show you. Most important report is RECIIS RULECN. This is the important report for the valuation rule. Okay, let me remove this contract. I will execute it. Okay, so this report will give you, okay, how much contract is being created with respect to the valuation rule, or which contract has been assigned to the which rules. Okay, for example, contract, you can see, I will take this first contract. You can see this rule has been assigned with interest rate. How much? It is 3%. And what is the valuation for that? This is IFRS. Okay, this is very important. So if someone is going to ask you, okay, some client may come and ask you, okay, so can you give me the contract? Okay, because we will have like different rules, right? For example, in August, right? Or for example, rather than going for futures date, like for July, right? How much of contract or how many contract it has been created with respect to the IFRS? Okay, that details maybe come from the end user level. Okay, so then that time we can extract this report and we can provide them, okay, with based upon the rules, okay, contract IB and other things. Then I told you another important report, right? If you remember, this is RECIS asset CCN. Okay, so this is the report again. Just I will execute you. Okay, during the data migration process, if you remember, I told you that we required a report where it should show that, okay, these are the contract which is assigned to the asset level. Okay, for example, here you can see contract, here it is contract 1 lakh, or maybe no 11 1, 11 2, 11 3, 12, and 7 12. Okay, this all the contract is been assigned to this asset. Okay, now this even asset class also. So what, this is the contract, this has been assigned to this company code, and this is the asset it has been assigned, and this is the asset class it has been assigned, and what is it is this asset belong to, and till when it has been valued to. So this and also the valuation relevance. Okay, what are the valuation relevance I talked about, right, in system, and also the status, whether this contract has been completed or not. When in RECN we used to give the rule complete, right? That time, no, that status we need to see it, right? If it is completed, then only the valuation can be executed. So this is also again the very important report. As a lease consultant, we should know. Okay, as in the IFRS 16 point of view, all the details will be there. So this may be no like well explaining, it may be look like okay, these are the simple things, but whenever you are going to deploy in some of the project and you are doing a multiple task, right? If suppose some user is coming at the month end, hey, can you give us in a 1 hour? Can you give us in a half an hour? Oh no, this report. Otherwise, what they will ask you, like as their client, they're asking, right? We have to provide it. They will ask you to, can you export that report, and can you just make some alignment, we need this and this that. They will give you a format, right? And that time, no, after seeing that format, no, we know, we might know wondering, no, okay, what is this about? So if you know this report and all, you can usually go and you can just execute it, and you can just export into the Excel, and you can provide them, because you know the client know, we don't know what requirement they will bring it. Okay, again, this is a contract valuation, RECS. Okay, now what is this REISES report? Again, this is the sum of the values which got created. Here you can see then what is the valuations of the contract, what is the rules, then what is the object, then here you can see the log when it is been changed, then you can see what is the contract value, then you can see what is the present value. So mostly here this report is to see the values. Okay, whatever the report initially we have been seen, that shown as the details. Okay, what is the contract, what is the start date, what is the end date, but no report talked about much on the contract values. If you saw in the accounting document level, it's shown as the values with respect to the accounting document. Okay, in details. But this is again a very important report which give you a brief about what is the contract value, what is the present value, what is the ROE asset value, what is the currencies. Okay, maybe there may be a different currencies, it may be a euro, it may be INR, it may be USD, any currencies. It will give you the valuation currency as well. Okay, and what is the contract name, who entered it, and who entered or by entered on. So these are again a very important report. You should know this important this report will be used by the client on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Okay, so every user used to go for it. Okay, then again why I'm taking all this report one by one, basically in the balance sheet valuation, because these all are very important report. That is the reason I'm just going one by one. Okay, okay, again this is the cash flow data for valuations. Okay, so the contract, what is the opening balance, then again it is showing a good report, right? Depreciation, then what is the closing balance, then again, anyone in this team, can you tell me what this three line about belong to, and what is three things are belonging? Maybe this is orange color for me, like this is three orange color, and this is light green or dark green, right? So this three, where it is what it is representing, this closing balance and this closing balance, what it representing, what is this balance value belong to, and what is the which this values belong to.
Looks like balance of the asset after charging depreciation and interest.
Okay, not that much of close. See, you
Mhm.
got my requirement, right? What is my ask? You got it right?
You are
Or
asking
can I
what
repeat?
does this closing balance represent?
Correct. What is this closing balance values represent?
So it's the
And what
value of
is,
asset after that month end. This looks like the value of that asset.
okay, you are very close. Then this one. Okay. See, basically, whenever you are seeing the cash flow data for valuation, this is nothing but the sum of a contract output. Whatever the contract we created based upon a start date, end date, term, posting parameters, conditions, valuation parameters, valuation rules, based upon assets, not based upon assets. So whatever that valuation we are performing, that is output. Mostly these three things we'll call it as a ROE assets. Okay, ROE asset values. These three things we'll call it as this opening balance, this interest, this closing balance. We'll call it as a lease liability values. Okay, so this should be a key things you should know. These three things, it is ROE asset values. These three things, no, it is the lease liabilities. So your assets and lease liability is going to be the same. But see, this is not in my topic. Okay, whatever I need to cover it. Just I need to explore, give you the overview about that report, what it is there. But anyway, why I'm giving like extra things, because let's know, like, you should understand specifically what it belongs to. Okay, so basically, like, opening balance, then minus depreciation, then closing balance, right? Then again, this is one of the values. Again, this is the opening balance of a lease liability, then interest, then closing balance. Okay, so these are the things. Again, what is a repayment? Okay, the repayment means what? The clearing payment which you are making to the customers. Okay, then again, revenue. So revenue means it is typically it will talk about the lease out. Then again, interest rate. Then what is the settlement object? Then account assignment. So these are again, like, important report, very very important report. Okay, it's like asset number, again it will show you then with the valuations. Okay, so these are again, it will be useful because the configuration, like, it's not a big challenge, right? But this report and the output of the data, how it is coming, that is very important. Okay, fine. I'm moving to the reclassification. Okay, see what I want to show here. Mostly I want to show here, this is the report which will show you, like, the classification between the short-term liabilities and the long-term liability, right? So this report will show you the reclassifications between the short-term liabilities and long-term liabilities. That's what we discussed, right, in our early class, if you remember, right? So it will show you, okay, 0 to 5 years, these are the contract it is available. Then 5 to 6 years, these are the contract it is available. Then 6 to 7 years, these are the contract it is available. It will show you the short-term and long-term values. Then again, moving to the liabilities grading. Now here you can see the grading part. I hope I explain you clearly what is the grading part. This grading means like the distributions of a lease basic rents, okay, based upon the period. Here you can see, right, obligation period 051/2024 to 35/1. This is the rent we have paid it. Okay, again, obligation period 061/2024, right? So that it will show you the gradings, okay, durations of the period and how much you made it. So this is also one of the important report, because some days client may come back to you and ask you, can you provide me the report, okay, uh, which will show you what is a valuation rule, what is a company codes, and what is a contract type, and what is a valid contract, and how much I made to a particular month, the values as well as the GL level also. Okay, here you can see the GL is also there. Got it? Here also the GL is there. Got it, right? So this also a very important report. Okay. So then again, this is asset clearing reconciliation report. So okay, nothing has been, it has been no like posted or something, it is not showing, but this is a report for asset clearing reconciliations. Okay, again, like we have no like service charge settlement is there, then sales based report is there. You can just go through it and you can see that one report. Okay. Okay, so before, this is the end of the standard report which is there in the system. Before moving to like next topic like IFRS configuration, just I'm going through that. Okay, and I'm going to check it, what are the rules it has been assigned to that, how many rules it has been assigned. So now we are moving into that like valuations, like balance sheet valuation contract. Okay, so let me check all the settings. First I will control settings in each contract. I've been company code, I will check it. So this is 101, fine. Asset accounting, great, you made it asset accounting. Okay, then this setting is fine. Then I will going for valuation relevance. Valuation relevance, you have like low values, no leasing valuation, short term lease. For a valuation rule, okay, we have like couple of valuation rules like FSB. So anyone from the participant, did you gone through this configuration settings valuation rule and you saw all the things and you try to understand it? I hope you all went it. Okay. I saw a couple of the contract which is created with 101. You have taken this IFRS and this rules. So balance sheet.
So we haven't created IFRS contract yet. Like we are still trying to understand that part. And the configuration also behind it.
Okay. Okay. So this tab you did not went inside it.
No, no,
This balance sheet valuation overview.
no. The configuration was pending, and also the yes contract creation. The configuration is there. It was done from before, but it's like we were not explained about it. So that
No,
part
but
is pending.
but oh, okay, maybe all the participants, because see, if in the
If
system
someone
I'm
else
not,
can also confirm, then we can be sure. Like it was, the system was already configured. We did not
it
use to
is
configure.
configured. Okay, it is
Uh,
configured by him. Okay, he used this valuation rule.
Correct.
Okay, and as well as see IFRS, I will go further more inside. Okay,
Mhm.
you can see this three contract type it has been assigned. Okay, this has been assigned
Okay.
lease in contract, lease in
Mhm.
real estate, and I can see he has created the contract this contract type. So what I mean to
Mhm.
say that he might take in the class, he might explain you the configuration, and as well he might just created the contract as well. Okay, so can other participant also just confirm, because I'm seeing like he has created the configuration, he created the contract and everything. So even no contract type, even let me check with the company code level also, right? Let me click this, let me see the company code. Yes, you have just assigned company code 1010 also. Okay, whatever the company codes you are saying, right, this also been used.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So if someone
Okay.
can confirm, yes.
Yeah. maybe he went through this explanation here. Maybe Leelish, you might be missed that class or something.
Not sure because as far as I remember, he had tried to create a contract first, and then he was supposed to show the configuration.
Yeah. Maybe he might try to create the contract, maybe some other contract in some other scenarios. Okay. He might configure all the IFRS and he might create it for commercial leasing or commercial lease out or lease in real estate. But it might happen that he might try it for other scenario and it might given the error, right? So others,
Mhm.
can you confirm? Right? I hope no, he covered it. Okay, maybe did you remember this valuation rule, this details he went inside and he explained to you?
No, no, I don't.
I think this part is pending. He has gone to the contract level first, and he was trying to so that we will cover the configurations later on.
So even in the contract, he
Okay.
was trying to explain that in the valuation tab we can see clearing and depreciation. That part he had covered, but
Hmm, hmm.
after that he was supposed to take up the configurations like how it is done.
Okay. See, this configuration, all it is in place, right? So it is IFRS, whatever your company code, everything. So from your side, from my side, can I go and explain you, this is a contract type and this is what it is there, okay? Because again, no, if copying, creating, it's the same task. So how I can do
That
it?
that's fine. We don't need you to configure again. We just want an
Yeah.
explanation like why it is done and where it is done, so that we
Okay.
understand the relevance of using it in the contract. Like for now, if you ask me why this valuation rule is created or where you create it, I am unaware of it. So I would like to know that, like why is it created and what is condition valuation groups and all that part.
Okay. Then yeah, sure. That I will take you. Okay.
Also how you follow the process in the contract, like first you set the valuation rule, then you complete the valuation rule. That part I would like to understand, like why do we do it and how do we do
Okay. So starting with this balance sheet valuations of the contract. So this balance sheet valuations of a contract is very important topic. Okay. So where it is required for the compliance of the valuation rule. Okay. But it does not mean that all client will be expected to implement these rules, because some of the clients are there where they don't want to comply on the IFRS rules. Just they will create a contract till the conditions and they will just close it. They will not come under the IFRS 16 or some of the compliance. Okay. Now, but most of the business, which industries or sectors mostly they will use this balance sheet valuations of a contract. Okay. First, the industry which is into the real estate, okay, constructions, okay, they will use it. Second thing is who are following the oil and gas. Okay, oil and gas is very important sector because the product which they are having it, right, that is very sensitive. Sensitive means which is considered as hazardous product. You know what is a hazardous product, right? Which may be the life threatening product. Okay, they need to follow the compliance. Oil and gas, energies, okay, and constructions. You're doing the construction, because of that any damage to the environmental level, okay, that all these three industries which need to comply on the balance sheet valuation. I hope what is the use of this balance sheet valuation and which industries adopt this no balance sheet valuation. And under this balance sheet valuations we have various rules, right? But most important rule is IFRS rule. Okay, here we can see, like valuation specific attributes of company code. So here, this is a like screen where you have to define your company code and contract type. Okay. Most important part of this lease is that, like in the finance, like we have a company code, right? We used to assign in all the integration process. Same way, this contract type also we need to integrate everywhere. Okay. So here you can see company code we have assigned it, and we have given the contract type and this screen sequence. So I hope you know what is a screen sequence. What is the purpose of this screen sequence?
Yes, it shows the tabs that will be available on the screen.
Exactly. Good. Yeah. That is the purpose of that. Okay. This screen sequence will decide how, if you're going to assign a different screen sequence. Okay. What is this screen sequence it is referring? This is for valuation only. If you are going to assign a different valuation rule, okay, then the tab, okay, this tab will not feasible for you. This, where is that? This valuation parameter will not come. You have to see in initial stage, no, I try to create a contract, but like it was very silly that time that no, this valuation parameter will not come. I break my head why it is not coming. Okay, I done all the R&Ds and all, but it is a simple thing is that just we need to go and assign the right screen sequence here. Okay, this valuation specific attribute for company. So sometime no, like client will come to you. Okay, when the project is go live, they will come to you. Hey, I'm not able to see the valuation parameter screen. So strange, why it is not coming? Uh, so and so. That time no, without no, like no, just you have to come here and you have to assign the right no, like screen sequence. Okay, 101, this one. Okay, now this integration type. Okay, this also I covered you during our discussions. Okay, that we have a two options. Okay, during the data migration process, I told you right that we have a two process. One is that we will create a contract with related to the asset accounting, and one of the process is that we will create a contract with direct posting to the balance sheet postings. Okay, these are the two steps. But then in this integration type, you are going to select asset accounting. Then the whenever you are going to create a contract, the asset you can map it in the inside the contract. Okay, there will be a direct link between contract and asset. If you are going to select this option, then there is no direct link between the asset means like you consider asset number 3000, there will be no direct link. Okay, but the balance sheet, whatever it is assigned in our asset class or asset accounting configuration, like AO90, right? AO90 is there where we used to assign a depreciation GL, accumulated GLs, all the GLs, right? There it will get impacted. Okay, that is the purpose of this settings. No, like control setting for each contract type in company code. So this settings, what is the purpose of this setting? Where you used to give contract type, company code, and asset integration part. This is a setting which decide whether this contract is not contract. I'm not talking about individual contract. This business scenarios. Okay, whenever I'm just telling the contract concept means that it is a overall business scenario. So this contract type, see again, no, like we can know like segregate in two different way. Contract type will also decide that okay, this contract type required asset accounting. For example, I'm deciding that okay, you assume that YI10. Okay, you can select this asset accounting, and Y150 you can select this direct postings. Okay, so client maybe come back to you in a real time. They will tell you, see, we have like 5 contract. We assume they will know come back to you in the real time scenario that we have 5 contract type 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they will ask you that 2 contract type must be evaluated based on the asset accounting. 2 contract type must be post directly to the asset balance sheet accounting. Yes, we have an option. Okay, how you are going to control, you are going to control by a contract type. Okay, just you have to select it here. So if you required for this contract of this one, you have to select. If it is asset accounting, you have to select it. Okay. Okay. Now, again, like yesterday, I have talked about the valuation relevance, right? I explain you, and you also someone is also answered that what is the purpose of the valuation? It's a short-term lease, it is a low-value lease, it is a leasing valuation, it's a non-leasing valuation. Again, whenever you are going to create a contract, you are going to select a leasing valuations means this contract is applicable for the valuation purpose. Okay. If you're going to select the short-term lease in the valuation, then it will give you that this contract is short-term lease. Short-term lease means less than 1 year. Okay. Same way for low value lease. This valuation relevance will also determine, okay, what type of contract it is going to be. Then question whether this is mandatory. No, this is not mandatory for a small organizations. Okay, means whoever is going to implement the SAP, they are going to be the big organizations. I mean to say that complications of a business, which is very straightforward. They will sell the software, that's all. They don't have any low value, they don't have any short values, then it is not mandatory. There will be a questions from the client always. Whenever you are going to talk about them, whenever you are going to walk through this valuation relevance, first question, this is mandatory for our business or not? Your answer would be this is not a mandatory, this is optional. Okay, but in reporting level, if you want to identify what are the contract it is coming under short term, what are the contract it is coming under the low values, okay, if that report it is required, then you can configure the valuation rule and you can assign this valuation rule in the contract level. Okay.